Alright, play 3 traps, just fucking around with them. Time and Space is really good this format. Blue Eyes, Burning Abyss, a lot of things, and like, the reason I say it's good is because I make Rafflesia a lot, so that's the whole point of play it. And then Bottomless, just Bottomless. Play the Vanity because you can do some cute shit with that, and, like Harbinger, or if you're playing against like Animeta, Felgrand, because they can't do shit against it. Then for like the main engine, for the Sylvan engine, it's 3 tree and 1 sage, mainly because anything more than 1 sage is awful because it's really clunky and you don't get draws off it like you do with tree. And then I'm fucking around with 1 Gamma Seal right now just because it's a trade-in target and it outs some annoying stuff, and it's like I was considering playing Raigeki instead of it, but this adds more consistency because you can't trade in a Raigeki, but you can this. So that's why I'm running that, or I'm trying it out. I played 2 Flower Knight. I actually was playing only 1 of this card for a really long time. I bumped that and Princess up to 2 because you can do some 1-card XC plays with them. So off Charity, you just top deck your Princess, then normal summon this, effect, summon, then you just overlay for rank 4, and it's a 1-card rank 4, it's good. And then other things that are good with that, you can make a 1-card Nap Beast in this build. So literally, if you top deck a Cherub and normal Knight, you can use Cherub's effect and summon a Glow Up straight from deck, and level 4 Earth and level 1 Earth makes Nap Beast, so that's really good. 3 Lone Fire, obvious reasons. 1 Math because it's good, helps, it's better than Foolish. 1 Mount, was playing 2 of these for a really long time. It's just not good because if you draw 2, you like pretty much lose. Then, in my opinion, the best card in the deck, the whole reason to play it, 3 Charity, just because you get so much advantage, because not only do you draw 3 cards, which is already amazing, but it sets up for really good plays, like milling a Princess or whatever, or if you Lone Fire into this, then you activate this, and then, because if you draw into this, or if you have this in your hand, then you can top deck it, and then use your tree effect, and then that's a 1 card. Technically, it's free, because you draw off tree, so you'll end first turn with like a Harbinger and 5 cards in hand, so it's really good. 2 Rose Platinum, just because it really helps because I'm playing 3 trade-in and 1 sword, although I'm considering cutting the sword because it does nothing for the deck. So like that's like the main draw engine. All in all, you play, let's see, 6, 7, 8, I think it's 8-ish draw power cards in the deck, and then you run like Rhoda and Foolish and all that, so there's consistency, even though I bricked twice today. That just happens sometimes. And then for like the 1 random monster, I play a Super Agent, because it's actually really good. Because in plans, if you know what your opponent is playing, you can make the monster to beat them, like generally. But if you, like, because normally you try to go for like Nap Beast, because Nap Beast is Nap Beast and it's amazing, but if you go make Nap Beast against like BA, you just lose. So Agent's good, plus it's a level 4 Earth, Warrior, searchable, by Rhoda, 1900 face, it's just really good, and it pops a spell or trap. 2 of these, I actually have 2 Galaxy Cyclone in the mail, just I think it might actually be good with so much Magispector running around. We'll see how that works out. Playing 1 Reasoning, because you can actually mill Cyclones, just get free advantage, and there's a lot of different levels in the deck, so it's hard to, it's like Cosmo, like that's why they played it. I'm considering cutting this card too. 3 instant, playing 3 instant, was only playing 2 for a while because the deck's so consistent you can only get to 1, but it's just so good in your opening hand, you just want to see it. Foolish, obvious reasons, I normally side this out. Heritage, because it's like having a second Lone Fire, because you get 3 of these in the grave, so you can just use Heritage to get something else. And then Soul Charge, which is good.
Extra deck?
Extra deck. This is more of like a rank 4 build. So for the extra deck, what's out of the way? Castel, Basic, Dweller, Wrath, make her a lot, she's really good. You can just make 1 card Rafflesia first turn, it's just really good for stunning. And then I play the Utopia Brigade, just because things like BA and Cosmo aren't your friend when you play this deck, and like it's such a good answer and puts damage on board. Big Eye, mainly because I wasn't normally playing this card, but like when you can make it, generally, like when you do make it, you just win. Because like if you're like playing Blue Eyes or something, and you fight through all their like their Harbingers and all that, and then you just steal it, then on their next turn they just pretty much lose. Felgran, would consider cutting it just because it's not as good as it used to be. Harbinger, good card. This one is actually something that's really cool. I play Cypher Dragon and Photon. The reason these two work really well together is because Cypher, you can steal. So basically, what it does, 3,000 face, Galaxy Eyes. You can overlay Photon onto it, which is already good. But this one, it's kind of like a rank 8 Big Eye. So you can steal an XYZ. So you can steal like a Dante and then overlay Photon Dragon on top of it, and then it's just yours to keep. The only downside is that this is the only card that it can attack directly this turn, but you can still like beat him down with a 4,000 beater, so that's good. And then you can pop stuff on top of it, and then one Spark Dragon just because it comes up. Like Spark Dragon Nappy locks like really aren't hard to do, or like Spark Dragon Harbinger, that happens a lot as well. Carbonologist for instant infusion for when you have like Glow Bulb in hand, which is really bad when it happens, but it does come up. So you can just make nappies off that, and then Norden, and then this is just my other gold nappies.
All right, thanks. Sylvan, that profile. Any final thoughts?
This deck still needs a lot of work before I bring it in. Like, I don't know. The other thing I was considering doing is playing like a Kaiju engine, just because I'm planning on seeing like so much Magic Spectre and BA, and it's good against all those. And honestly, like, pretty much resolving one of the Eternal Slumbers just means you win in this deck because you summon a level 8, which it's not bad that you have to play all the Kaijus because you trade them in or you like Sacred Sword them anyway. So like even if you draw them, they're not dead. And then when you summon off the Darkhold, the Slumber, you can just use it for like a rank 8 or whatever you want, or you can just make like a Spark Dragon Vanities to soft lock. Other than that, if this deck goes second, it really struggles. That's why I've been playing around with MSTs and all that. But that's it.
All right. I want to say your name so they know it's your deck.
Oh, I'm Ryan. I play Sylvans.
All right. Y'all have a good day.